Okay guys, it's Jared at JTech today, and today we're going to be talking about AC systems and how you can test the pressure in them to see if your compressor's running right and see how much freon you have and all of that. One thing that you have to go over before doing it, first you want to check your lines, your AC lines, to make sure everything's hooked up and not leaking and stuff. We've ran through it all and we didn't see any leaks, any major leaks that would affect this test. But on the lines you have a high side and a low side. You have to check your AC belt, which is pretty good, I would say. Could be worse. You want to check all your cooling lines just in case, because they're all hooked up. As you can tell, there's green down there because my compressor is leaking actually. And then you want to check your condenser. And as you check your condenser, if you want to see there's green stuff down here too, I want to say that's from my compressor still. I don't think my condenser is leaking. But after you do all the physical tests, we'll go into the details in just a second. Okay guys, the next thing you want to look for while doing this is, like, say when you start the car, you're listening for any squealing noises, which could come from your belt. You could hear your clutch, your compressor clutch click in if it's not working. You can listen for that too. There's a couple different things that you can listen for, but it's all gonna come from down here by your compressor, because sometimes it may fade, but most of the time it's gonna come from your compressor, your belt, somewhere in there. Okay guys, the next thing you want to look for is squealing noises that come from your AC pulley, because actually it could come from any pulley from here. You want to hear for grinding noises, which would come from your compressor clutch engages usually. You'll hear a whining noise. A clicking suggests internal wear, like a bearing inside your compressor. Squealing, thumping, whining, or banging noise, incorrect system pressure. As y'all didn't know, each AC pressure system, each AC takes different kind of freon, different amount of pressure. So some systems may take 1 pound, other systems may take 3. And then a honking noises, which means low refrigerant. And the honking's not like a car horn, it's more of a light noise that you hear when you're driving down the road and your AC is on. A couple more things that you need to watch out for is odor. Like, you can smell like an odor coming through your AC. Odor can be caused by a plugged drain tube, which causes water to sit in the evaporator case. Bacteria can grow in the water, creating odors, which are blown through the system. Like, you'll smell it inside of the car when you're driving down the road and you got your AC on. That means that your drain tube's probably clogged and you're getting that back odor, because when you're running your AC, if you've sat in one place for a long time, you'd realize that there's a puddle of water under your car, and all that is the AC compressor leaking the water from the system. And if that tube gets clogged, it'll blow all the smell of the dirty water into your car. And most of the time it's caused by the clogged drain tube. Okay guys, this is what you call a static test. The car is not running. And this is our low side and this is our high side. You see we connected them here. All it is you loosen these all the way back and pull this back and it'll pop right on there. This is the high side. High side will always be red and low side will always be blue. It's a static test, so it's not running. And we're just looking at the pressures. Let it zoom in here. It's about 85. And it's just about 85 too. You're looking at the red part, not the black part. Not this part, this one here. And it'll tell you just about the same thing as 85 in them. So yeah, that's how you do a static test. Next we'll be doing a running test, which will show us couple other different things. All this is showing is that there's Freon in the system. Okay guys, this test, you've raised your RPM up to 1500. Right about there. And you get this cool little tool, and when you do it, it measures the temperature that's coming, your air is coming out of. For example, mine is 46. The ambient temperature around is 76. So you want 30 degrees. So you take the 2 degrees, so what did I say? Oh, 38 minus 76, and see what your temperature is for the car. So that's how you do the minute test. Okay guys, now we're doing the second part of the dynamic test. Now we're reading the outside of these gauges, which is about 49 or 39, my bad, and 50 or 48 or somewhere in there. We still have it hooked up to the car. All this is saying is that it's telling us the spec of the Freon in there. And if we can refer to this piece of paper over here, the ambient temperature is about 75, 35 to 45 psi on the low side, and we read about 40. And it's almost 50 on this side, so we're just going to go ahead and say that's just at the minimum. And that's how you do both dynamic tests.